1 month after a ceasefire was declared in the Gaza Strip, the fragile agreement appears under strain. Despite official promises, violence continues, humanitarian aid remains restricted, and questions linger over the commitments of all parties involved. Since the ceasefire took effect on October 10th, Israel has reportedly violated the agreement at least 282 times. According to the government media office in Gaza, these violations include 88 incidents of shooting at civilians, 12 raids on residential areas beyond the yellow line, 124 airstrikes, 52 cases of property demolition, 23 detentions of Palestinians. These violations have resulted in at least 242 deaths and 622 injuries over the past month. Notably, 2 days, October 19th and October 29th, accounted for 154 fatalities, including dozens of children. The ceasefire, announced on September 29th as part of a 20-point U.S. proposal, outlines several key objectives for the first phase. End hostilities by both Israel and Hamas. Lift the blockade on aid and stop interference in its distribution. Release captives held in Gaza. Release approximately 2,000 Palestinian prisoners from Israeli jails. Withdraw Israeli forces to the Yellow Line. Despite a signing ceremony on October 13th attended by representatives from 30 countries, neither Israel nor Hamas were formally present. This absence has raised concerns over the enforceability and long-term effectiveness of the agreement. Since the ceasefire began, Israel has reportedly attacked Gaza 25 out of 31 days, with only 6 days free from reported violence, deaths, or injuries. On October 19th, Israel conducted massive air raids in Rafah following the death of 2 Israeli soldiers, resulting in 45 Palestinian fatalities. On October 29th, another wave of attacks killed 109 people, including 52 children. U.S. officials have described these strikes as retribution, while human rights observers note that many affected areas were under Israeli control and civilian casualties remain high. The ceasefire required the immediate entry of full humanitarian aid into Gaza. The reality has been starkly different. Only 3,451 aid trucks reached Gaza between October 10th and November 9th, far below the expected 15,600 trucks. The average daily entry of aid was 171 trucks, compared to the agreed 600 trucks per day. Israel continues to block over 350 essential food items, including meat, dairy, and vegetables, allowing only non-nutritious items like snacks and soft drinks. Hamas has released all 20 remaining living Israeli captives in exchange for 1,950 Palestinians held by Israel. The return of bodies remains ongoing. Hamas has returned 24 Israeli captives' bodies, with 4 still in Gaza, complicated by rubble from Israeli bombardments. Israel has returned 300 Palestinian bodies, many showing signs of mutilation or torture, with some remaining unidentified. Under international law, a ceasefire is primarily a political agreement aimed at halting active combat. Resuming hostilities can breach the ceasefire politically, but may not constitute a legal violation unless the agreement is part of a binding treaty or a UN Security Council resolution. 1 month into the ceasefire, the situation in Gaza illustrates the challenges of enforcing agreements amid ongoing conflict, humanitarian crises, and political deadlock. Despite formal declarations, violence continues, aid remains insufficient, and the long-term resolution of the conflict remains uncertain.